All right, hello and welcome to Business and Lahles, session 28. Since we had last week off, might have some great stories to share with how everyone's couple weeks went. Kadir, let's start with you.
Oh man, I'm just doing fantastic. It's a great week. I get my shot Saturday, right before I'm DMing 2.5 hours later. So you know what? I'm going to have a stellar time, and
So
absolutely will not be passed out and DMing at the same time.
have
Oh,
you put in
oh
have you put
no.
any thought into where you take the shot? Is it in the ass or in the ear? Or...
It's in the arm.
You see, we're Americans, so we take it in our left arm, which is
Oh,
our non-gun shooting arm.
oh, right.
Okay, we
Or-
remember we're Americans. We need to bring our guns with us so that we can get the shot.
so what if you're lefty? Do you like bring a permit or something?
Yeah, you have to have a written notification from your local government.
Okay, makes sense.
But it has to clearly state that it doesn't technically that this isn't regulating the guns. This is regulating the people around the guns, which is fine.
Yeah, I swapped arms in between shots.
Thank you.
Crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Wrecked, how was your couple weeks?
It's good. Getting stuff done around the house and such. Mowing the lawn.
Nice.
Oh yes, the joys and aches of home ownership.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid the
It's
rain.
fantastic. After our game on Saturday, I get to start demolishing the kitchen. I kind of can't wait.
That's
What?
fun.
Yeah, we're going to be replacing the cabinets.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
got a nice sledgehammer and a chop saw and ready to go.
Damn, you're gonna be tired, dude.
Nah. It like to be fair, it's actually just a couple of unscrewing and knocking some things loose. It's
Ah,
actually not
okay.
that hard.
I mean, you used
Uh,
to do it too in high school, pretty much,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Trace, how was your couple weeks?
Good.
Anything fun?
Nope.
Just normal stuff, work, sleeping.
Yep. I ate too.
Holy shit, I got more than one word. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you ate, so you stay alive and stuff. That's good.
Thank you.
Drink Coke Zero, and, wash it down. Onyx,
Yeah.
how's your couple weeks?
It was okay. I'm now looking for new employment. I'm done with having a Monday or, a full deck of Mondays, so I'm gaining control of my future.
Nice.
Yeah. I refuse to be a bitch of the man. The man shall be my bitch. We're done with like the job that I have because it's too intense.
Yeah,
Too
fight
stressful.
the system.
Yes.
Rebel. And like working for the man's great because there's like a good amount of benefits, but you just have to find a good company.
Yeah, I just need people that won't yell at me in a meeting. Like literally yell. So
That's why I enjoy working where I work. My boss lives in Georgia, so last year I didn't see anyone that worked with my company, and I haven't seen anyone this year that works for my company, like in person. I'm always
Oh.
solo.
Yeah, my boss is amazing, man. He's a good-looking guy. He's intelligent and well, he's me.
But is he an ass?
Well,
is the
he's
question.
me.
Oh,
That was
my
funny.
question still stands.
A little bit.
Fucking got him.
Well, Krev, with that awesome joke, let's run off of that. How was your couple weeks?
Good. I've been watching The Last Kingdom. I just finished the 4th season. I'm waiting for the 5th one to drop. So I'm assuming at some point.
How do
this
you like
year.
it so far?
It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I like Viking shit though, so I might be biased.
Yeah, I felt the same. I was watching that while we were playing Valheim a lot.
Nice.
And I was just like, oh yeah, I just want to play Valheim right now. After
Yeah, I was
watching
gonna
it.
say, were you watching it at the same time, or were you
Well,
like?
I wasn't watching it at the same time. I'd watch like an episode and then we'd play.
Oh, okay. I was like, you'd be missing shit, dude.
No, I don't have split attention like that.
Yeah, neither
I
do
have to
I.
be focused on one thing, and if I'm
Yeah.
split, then I'm, definitely distracted.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the new season comes out this year, but I am disappointed. I heard Netflix said that's gonna be the last season. I think that was kind of cut short, but we'll see.
There
I think it was
is
intended to be longer.
one more season to come out. That's what I
Right. I think they said they were going to originally to do 6 or 7 seasons, but Netflix did its usual acts and said, nope, this is going to be the last season, so it's going to be probably rushed, which is unfortunate.
It's the
I
last
like the
season,
show.
and then there's a movie.
Really?
No,
got
I
him.
know.
Yeah.
He
Anyways.
was thinking of a way around the last season.
6 seasons in a movie.
Right. Well, the episodes are like almost an hour long as it is. I mean,
I swear to God, if he doesn't take fucking Bebenberg,
Bebenberg.
then
Well, I mean, he got to Bebenberg in the 4th season. It just
Speaking of, fucking
well.
Castlevania dropped. What was it? Last night? Tonight? Today?
Oh shit! I need to go watch it.
You
All right,
fucking
guys, game's
think?
over. Let's go.
All right.
Wait, did they drop the whole
Welcome
season
to
or just 7?
Castlevania. Welcome to Castlevania stream. We're gonna talk about all the secret places you can find your wall mate here.
Did they drop the whole season or just an episode?
I don't know.
I thought it was the whole season.
They usually do a season. I just wasn't sure.
I'm not sure. That's actually news to me that it came out today. I thought it was tomorrow.
I checked last night and it said today. So
Yeah,
Maybe
it
that
definitely
means, like,
came out
midnight or
today.
I'll take
something.
your word for it.
I can't wait till
That's for
all of
sure.
you go into Netflix and are just wildly disappointed.
Why?
Right?
No, I know it's there because all the weebs were talking to me about it.
All the weebs. It's like,
Look,
yes,
it's right there.
the weebs.
Yeah, the weebs on my
Don't worry.
bros.
Don't worry about it. I'm never going to watch it.
I'm their wifey
Well, it's
for like.
because you have poor taste.
No, it's animated. I
That's
don't watch. I don't watch animated stuff. Ugh.
Wow.
Bro, it's all the episodes. It's all 10.
Oh my gosh.
Oh lord.
Oh,
I
so
do
you're
it
saying you
now.
wouldn't watch like Clone Wars animated series?
Oh,
my
man.
god.
Okay, that I have watched, to be fair, but
Okay.
again,
We need to have a watch party.
What
anime and
about-
all those other kind of things. No way, I'm not watching that.
What about Rebels?
Bro.
I watched the Star Wars things, and I watched
Okay.
Turtles.
I'm
Seriously, though.
slightly...
Bad Batch.
Or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh my god, I
No
love that.
way.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god.
There's just so
Leave
much
Extreme.
more good stuff out
Wreck-It.
there. I mean, why would I watch? That's when I can watch something good.
I
Like,
think I told Friday this story, but when I saw Bad Batch on Disney Plus, I didn't have my glasses on, and I was like, Kelly, Disney put out a show called Star Wars Bad Bitch.
It's all about Ventress.
And she came down and she just looked at me and she handed me my glasses and says, "It says Batch," and I said, "Oh, that makes more sense."
I would have been a lot more disappointed to find out.
That
It wasn't
totally
that
made
good.
my day. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't wait to watch Bad Bitch.
Is
How
this
is
like
that
New
not the
Girl
name?
2 or some shit? Like, it's like Star Wars edition.
Oh my god.
On Wednesdays, we wear clone armor.
Yes.
Indeed.
Wait, do you actually?
Well, as we dress up into our armor tonight, who wants to go ahead and start the recap?
Not it.
We need to recap if Wreckid's wearing clone armor watching television.
Well, today's Thursday, but
I honestly can't remember, so I can't.
Alright, so there we were in Lahles, I think, and we decided to go east to Whitebridge. Was last week the game where we had brought the refugees back? I don't think it was.
that was the week before, I think.
Yes, that was the 2 sessions ago.
Well, I remember we had gone to Whitebridge and found out that it was full of people that are not people. They were secretly not people. They were 1T, perhaps, maybe. But they had, I don't know, something had happened with... it was explained to us that they had been kidnapped one by one from Whitebridge and somehow mysteriously replaced with kind of like almost like walking zombies, just kind of going around doing menial tasks, pretending like everything was normal in the middle of this forest where people are being kidnapped and murdered all the time and enslaved and other horrible 1T things. We discovered that there are like 3 real people left in this town. God help me, I can't remember any of their names.
Snot was the orc, Beatra runs the tavern, and I can't remember. I guess I must have missed the name of the main guy we were actually talking to. I did have people written down,
Garrick.
Gregory and Lauren as well. Okay, sorry. Derek.
Garrick.
Derek. Yeah.
He was pointed out to you from when Kadir was talking to a few people in attempts to find like a leader, someone that he could go speak to.
So we were speaking to Garrick. Garrick.
Derek with a G, I think.
And we had come up with a plan to one, get his ass out of there and tell him to evacuate, get his ass to Lahles and say, screw this place, it's out. Because it's really only a matter of time until he gets murdered or kidnapped or snake napped and then turned into a snake.
Well, to be fair, snake nap would refer to what they are kidnapping, right? I mean, kidnapping is.
But we
kidnapping
just
a
call
kid.
that snapped.
Wouldn't it be human napping then, or elf napping in my case?
Adult napping, perhaps. Humanoid
Yeah.
napping, also acceptable. I get you.
Hyper napping.
And I believe our decision, we had followed like 2 woodsmen out into the woods, and somebody had just cast the sleep spell so that we could capture them and do crazy ass experiments on their bodies. Right?
Well, I think we were gonna try to interrogate them too. We were gonna try to, like the hunters or whatever. We were gonna try to ambush them in the forest.
Honestly, I can't remember too much from the last game. Besides
Same.
that, I feel like I don't know if there's anything else that happened. That doesn't
I think
seem
a
like
lot of it was
enough to fill
traveling.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we also
We harvested the queen's parts.
Yeah, we did spend before arriving at White Bridge. We spent time at the temple investigating the portal, and we had all picked up pieces of this stone portal, studying it, trying to learn more about it. We didn't get a terrible amount of details, except to learn that the stones were imbued with a large amount of magic. We had we had disassembled the queen, the multi-headed queen snake, removing her scales. How many pounds of scales did I get? 15 pounds of scales? That's a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bottle of Shang's blood in my inventory.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I felt like that
Yeah.
might be an important detail.
Yeah,
What
I
was
guess
that from again? I don't remember.
I finally fell asleep for the first time in like 10 games. I had a dream where my best friend was murdered, and that his blood was cast upon my face. So naturally, when I woke up, what did I find on my face but his blood? So I did the only sensible thing, and I bottled it, and kept it for later. So I have magical, ethereal blood from some other plane of existence in my inventory, I guess.
Neat.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. That's about right.
Let's see. I noticed. I remember we had looked through the bodies at that battleground, and there were 4 initiates and 2 lieutenants from the guild.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to be able to tell them when we come back. But obviously, they were indistinguishable who they were. They were decayed or whatever.
I also took etchings of the runes because I promised. I'm gonna get his name wrong. Renus. We promised. I'm glad I wrote his pronunciation. Renus. I promised him that I would bring back evidence of what this portal looked like so he could study it. So we do.
How else would you pronounce Renus? I'm just wondering, yeah. The E-ness?
Rhinius.
Oh, fair enough.
Rheneus. Renease. Reneasy.
Easy. I like that one. That's
like a
his
US
hip-hop
or
name.
IS ending.
Come up with a rap for him and we'll run with it.
You got it. I'll have the 2 goblins be hype man.
So we kind of worked forward or backwards to forwards, but forward to back, front to back.
I know some of us took heads from the queen. I took some claws and
I
35
got a little
pounds
bit of
of the
blood from her.
magical stone from the portal.
Oh, poison.
And
not
some
blood, sorry.
and poison.
Yeah, poison too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kadir gave the goblin kids food poisoning.
Yep.
That was
me.
a couple games ago, I think.
Awesome.
They should not drink Umber Hulk eyeball juice. It's a bad
Probably
idea.
not.
Gross. That's fucking gross.
The start of the stomach ache was 2 games ago, but I think the information of what had fully happened was informed at the beginning of last session.
I will say the eyeball juice was extremely useful.
Indeed, it was. Which, even though working from back to from the end of the game, like towards more of the beginning, that was a pretty good recap. So let's get into tonight's game with this. We'll continue our story on May 5th, year 1101, as the sun is just making its way above the eastern horizon, the warmth from the sun at each of your backs. It's quiet, very quiet, with only each of you and the 2 individuals that you had fallen out of Whitebridge heading towards the tree line. Once the 2 individuals were beginning to chop their trees, Trace made his way just slightly a bit forward and cast Sleep. When he did, that's when a couple of you had noticed the 2 individuals to be Brian and Gregory. As they turn, they have a bit of a smile on their face before it begins to relax and just droop. Their eyes look heavy, they close, and then they fall to the ground, fast asleep.
Nice. There you go, Kadir. I sit down and I find a tree and relax around the tree and make the other people talk or whatever they want to do. I concentrate on the spell, of course.
Well, each of you gonna make your way over, as discussed previously, using the manacles and tying them up.
Yeah.
Noted. Kadir, since you have the manacles, can you give me a survival check at advantage, please?
To clap on manacles?
For tying them up with the ropes as well, but since you're going to be kind of leading it, is more so how I looked at it with the manacles.
I was gonna say to clap them cheeks, but
Oh lord.
That's just going to break the spell, though.
What does it look like if I fail this? It's like
yo cheeks clapped.
You
do
clap it
I-
on your.
You tie
you clap it on
yourself
your own
up.
hand. Yeah.
1 second, I have guidance.
I think it added it for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's just double check. Yeah, the plus one is from guidance. After tying up, getting a few secure knots on each of them, securing them with manacles, you're fairly certain that they are not going anywhere once they wake.
Well, shall we begin taking them? This was surprisingly easy.
It sure was. Did we check out their eyes?
Well, open them.
Oh, I'm not touching that. That's a human. Ugh. Disgusting.
I pull down their lips to check their teeth.
I said that their eyes aren't in there.
You see that quite a few of the teeth are jagged.
Do they look like humanoid teeth?
No.
Yeah. Well, these certainly are not normal men. Not that we needed to check that. We know that these men are in Lahles.
Okay, I'm confused now. I mean, a human can have jagged teeth, right?
Well, what
No,
seems
I'm asking for clarification. Yeah, like a human player. I'm confused. Jagged teeth is just like uneven teeth, right?
So um jagged teeth as in like mainly canine style.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
um definitely not like a human by any means of that nature. There's no like flattened molars or anything like that.
no molars or incisors, all
Okay.
canines.
Okay, good. I was confused. Good. Huh.
Yeesh,
Oh,
imagine biting your tongue with these.
yeah, that doesn't look human for sure. Um, can we do some kind of detect magic or so to find out if this is a magical effect that changed their appearance?
I would like to investigate them for any illusions.
Don't we have a snake detector?
We do
No.
not.
The
Attack.
what?
How would
does-
you like to go about searching for the illusion, Kadir?
With my hands, palpating their face.
Okay.
Palpating their face, checking their eyes, making sure that there's no illusory overlaps of their skin or clothes. Also, see if they have anything on them.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check at advantage.
Okay.
Already noting that, I mean, there's definitely something different, to say the least, with the indication of, ooh, nice roll, of the teeth. But definitely confirming, looking at the eyes, seeing them to be slit vertically, not normal human eyes, to say the least. Looking over, checking through some of the clothes, you find a coin purse. Inside, as you take a quick look, you'll note that there are 3 silver coins and 2 copper. Quick, easy to count up, considering there's not much in there. Other than the axe and the clothes that they're wearing, nothing else carrying on their person. However, you will note that in some spots on like the mid back, covered up by the shirt, are a few scales.
I believe we can confidently say that these are 1T, designed in the image of Greg and Brian. So what has happened is Greg and Brian were taken, enslaved, copied, and replaced. For what ends, I would not know.
These creatures, they're not like magic in the ways. I mean, this is how they look. It's not like a polymorph spell or anything, then?
No, this seems to be a legitimate flesh creation.
Huh. That is
Could I
strange.
discern how? Could I discern how old this creature is?
From the appearance, both of them looking, I mean, nearly identical to Brian and Gregory. Gregory, you know, to be back at Lahles, Brian dead at the temple. But with their age, they seem to be in like the mid-30s.
I guess I'm talking less about how old they look and more how old they are. Like, is there? So they what you're saying is that they look the same age, but from their skin, does it exude any signs of aging that like even like the wrinkles that would have been seen on Brian and Greg, or like sunspots, the like
It's just signs from aging, from being basically like outside a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, from what Brian and Gregory looked like, these look to be the same. The only reason that, I mean, it gives you a little bit of uncertainty is, I mean, knowing that it's not a humanoid. But, I mean, there are indications of aging on the, like, on the face, little freckles, sunspots, things like that.
So even the damages, the physical damages were duplicated.
Indeed.
And when did we see his body?
The last time you saw Brian and Gregory,
Yeah.
believe Brian was just when you had left the temple a day ago. It was you left on that area on May 4th, and the last time you saw Gregory was on the 2nd when you brought them back with the rest of the captured individuals.
Therese,
Yes.
please ensure these men are gagged. We would not want them calling for help in this hostile land.
Yeah, I'll gag them. What I was wondering though is like, do we know for certain that these are not like the original people changed? I mean, if it's been a few days since we've seen them, right? Couldn't they have been changed, and even like a dead guy being changed, resurrected like a zombie?
I think that is unlikely because we know that one copy of this man is dead at the temple in that direction, points north, and another one is what, 40 miles west in Lahles? 20? 30?
That raises so many questions, though. I mean, how do they like create copies while they're still alive and replace them? While they're still alive. That sounds very strange.
The only thing I can figure is that these men must have been magically grown, or they are produced via some efficient method that these bodies cannot be more than what, maybe a month old.
Huh. That is strange, though. I mean,
because
I'm proficient in nature. I mean, is it natural for something to grow that fast?
I mean, there's definitely strange things in nature that grow quickly, but I don't think much of stuff at like this size grow that fast.
But could I conclude that this was done by magical means and not by nature?
If you'd like to give me an Arcana check.
I was more thinking about a nature check and say conclude that it's not made by nature. Does that make sense?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that's a horrible roll, though. 7?
I mean, I guess there's a chance it could be.
You do bring up a good point, though. Is there? Can I make the Arcana check to try and figure out if there is a magical means that I know of that could possibly grow creatures of this size, or some arcane theory I might have heard of?
Sure. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check at advantage.
All right. I'll roll that again. But the 2 will stay. 20.
Okay. So there's definitely things in magic that could make it instantly grow, especially in a short period of time. Enlarge, things of that kind of nature, but knowing that it would need to be a more permanent, you kind of X out the idea of it being more so grown and are more confident in thinking that this is a type of illusion in order to disguise themselves.
So he concludes there's an active spell.
Wait, we should experiment. Let us carry him away from the town. Wait, we should also cast detect magic. There
Yes,
could
please.
perhaps be an illusory aura around the town.
Or simply a illusion cast on whatever is inside this being.
There are two options, I think. Either an illusion was cast on this creature, which would take an extraordinary amount of magic to do that across the entire town, or there is some type of artifact in the town which is casting the illusion.
That's a good point. Well, I don't have detect magic, so I can't help you.
All right. Well, if I will ritual cast if we can spare 10 minutes.
The sleep is going to run out, though. Then I believe.
Well, he is gagged,
Yeah.
so he is not going anywhere.
Yeah. The sleep is probably run out by now. It's only 1 minute.
I will start ritual casting detect magic.
All right.
I think that while he's getting segment, I think Trace comes to the conclusion that this is not a actual being in his own mind, and he starts like, I'm going to poke one of the guys in his foot with my dagger. To see if he reacts to pain.
It does. You touch the foot,
Interesting.
it pulls up, and then you see the eyes open. Starts looking to each of you, kind of squirming around a bit, and being restrained and tied up, it gets little to no motion.
I try to like do a silly dance and walk around, and so on. Does his eyes follow me?
They do.
I like stand still for a moment, then scream really loud into his face.
You hear like just like the gag sound of "Ah!"
Okay.
And with this going on, Kadir, Trace, doing very odd things in order to see if this is an actual real creature or not, your detect magic will go off. You
All right.
find the illusion school emanating from both of these creatures.
Nice. The spell
Is-
magic is not a ritual spell, right?
It is not. So these there is illusory magic cast on both of them,
That is interesting.
which is quite odd considering that if there was illusory magic, they could have. This is obviously not the disguise self spell, or else I would have been able to pick it up when I checked him. But this is an odd school of illusion, to say the least.
Did we search them down?
Is there any other is there a sense of illusion magic in the air, or is it only coming from these two?
It's only coming from those two.
I cannot imagine the amount of magic it would take for these two to be disguised like this for a long period of time. It has to wear off after so long.
Are either of them wearing any jewelry, rings or
Exactly what I was thinking.
pendants?
Is there any other magic coming from them?
Nope.
All right.
So the magic is coming from the creature itself, not anything
Exactly.
they're
It's
wearing.
from the creature
Yeah, okay.
itself. There's no other.
There's no item on it.
Yes,
Okay.
no item emanating the magic.
Oh, this is very odd.
I mean, maybe they just have the inherent ability to cast some of these spells.
What is odd is these. I do not know.
The thing I don't get right is if you have the ability to disguise yourself for illusions, why would you make it imperfect?
Yes, that is another good question.
Maybe it's a work in progress.
Why would they? Why would they not hide their eyes or their teeth?
Maybe they didn't look that close. Didn't examine us close enough.
Do I feel like that when I was looking at them? Do I feel like I was seeing any illusions? Like, because normally when there's illusions, you can. There's the illusion itself, and then when you touch it, you realize your hand phases through the illusion to their physical being.
I mean, yeah. I mean, especially when you saw it on the back too, like.
Oh, I didn't know that there was an illusion cast over that. I thought that was just how they looked.
No, and it seems like kind of, I guess, a way that Trace was putting it, just not completely done perfectly.
Okay. All right. Well, there are illusions. They either have the power to cast it, or someone in the town has the power to bring such magic. What do we want to do with this? Unless someone wants to ask them.
I'm honestly not sure.
All right. Well, I will pull down Greg's mouth gag, and then speaking in Abyssal to the Wanti. Hello there. My name is Kadir. I have killed many snakes. I would prefer not to kill more. Would you? You should tell me. You should tell me why you have an illusion cast over you. It is in your benefit. I promise you.
One looking like Gregory will just give you a look, Kadir, and then look from left to right, and seeing that itself is quite outnumbered, it will respond in Abyssal. No fight. Do this for safety.
Safety from what, Snake Man?
He kind of just looks down at like being tied up, and then looks back up, says, "The likes of you."
Well, it didn't work very well. How do you? Who casts this for you? This magic.
He just looks back towards Whitebridge to the east. Says, "Chiefess."
Very nice. Thank you. And where does this chiefess stay?
He'll again just gesture towards Whitebridge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Trace, stab him.
I stab him.
Okay. Give me your attack roll at advantage. Damn,
Ooh,
Kadiri
my-
gave you your answer and you still kill him?
Stabbing is
just-
not killing.
He didn't. He didn't tell us where. He just said. He just said Whitebridge.
21.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, well, luckily it's a dagger, so it doesn't really do a lot. Never mind. 10. Oh, no, not Hunter's Mark, it is 7.
I was gonna say I don't think the hunter's mark is on. And as Trace thrust into him with the dagger sinks in quite deep. You hear the creature, and as it lets out a bit of a gasp, Trace pulls the dagger out. You can see the clothing getting a bit stained in blood.
What color is the blood?
And this is when the one looking like Gregory will turn and begin to look like one of the creatures you had run into plenty of times back in the city of Lahles. This turns into as well, each of you would know, a much less threatening Yuan-ti.
Is this one dead?
He's not looking good, but he's not dead.
All right. Well, we can save you.
Why?
We need better information, more than just a direction. I assumed that they were in Whitebridge. For them to cast so much magic on so many people, it is the only assumption. Where in Whitebridge, Snake Man?
The big building. The one taints food.
Did he say taints food?
Contains.
Ah.
Ain't
See,
weird.
thank you. I was gonna laugh at that. Well, thank you. Rekid, would you do me the favor of patching him up? He gave us the information we need.
Oh, okay. Use the spear, right? Wink.
I would not waste magic on this. I was referring just to make sure he stops bleeding and does not die.
Oh, yes, yes. I also was referring to magic. Yes, yes.
I'm scared for this one's life.
Well,
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So, speaking in common again, this one has told me that the chiefess is in the building that contains food. So some type of granary or storage. And that is, so there is a snake that is producing this magic, these illusions. So I believe that is our answer. Now, I know what you all are thinking. We could certainly have a very fun time going into town and hunting down this illusory leader snake. And I agree, it would be very fun.
What does this leader look like?
Speaking in Abyssal, what does your chiefess look like? Does she have a name, a human name that she goes by in the city? Five.
Otella.
Nutella?
Otella.
Nutella, finally! A
Sure,
boss
Nutella. We'll change it to Nutella.
A boss that I have common ground with. All right, Nutella.
I guess I'm thinking about that now.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to change so many notes.
Tasty. Well, thank you very much. We will. You are. You. We will let you live or something.
Oh, what is something in time?
Well, we're probably going to end up taking him back to Lahles. We'll see. My question is, what do we want to do with this Nutella? Or do we just want to take these folks back to Lahles and have an extremely boring time there?
What do we make them? I don't know. Maybe just kill them? I mean, it's not like these Yuan-Ti care about their people, right?
Yes, but I almost feel bad. He was so compliant.
But that
Yeah.
experience.
Inexperience, is that what you said?
I said, but that experience.
Oh yeah, free experience points.
Oh no. He's right. All right, I have a better idea. We keep them alive and then fight, and then just continuously fight them over a period of days until we level up.
How about we give them some weapons so they're worth more experience points?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yep.
All right, so metagaming aside, so I have not heard much from the rest of you. What do you all want to do? Do you want to go back to Laos or fight and kill Snake Person? Chief this.
Well, I know I'm
sure.
not one of those people. I'm more and more inclined to go to the temple. I think that's the only solution.
So, I don't want to end up fighting 100 people or whatever it is in town. I don't think that sounds like a good idea.
You make a good point. But we would not be fighting the entire town. We would just sneak in, fight the people we need to, and then leave.
Maybe. As long as they can't alert the rest of the town once there's an incident going on.
And on top of that, the rest of the snake people here are weak. Many of them are.
If we're going into this temple or whatever, we need to make sure that we prevent anybody from escaping and notifying the town.
Let me see here. This is times I wish I had the seeming spell. All right. Rekid, what is your vote?
The fighting one sounds good to me personally. Yeah.
Trace, you said you wanted to go to the temple?
He had to step away, it looks like.
Oh, shoot. All right. Onyx, what is your preference?
I don't think I have a preference in this scenario.
I mean, either we fight or we go home.
I close my eyes and I think, we fight.
All right.
Why not? Perhaps
Well-
liven up our lives a bit.
Well, in that case, these men are sufficiently tied. We'll just tie them to a tree and come back.
I mean, if we wanted to, we we could, a couple at a time, kidnap and tie them to trees.
and just slowly finish the whole
Just
village.
slowly, weed out the
Stealth
town.
mission.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an option as well, but I feel that I would like to take out the more powerful ones first.
Yes, I agree.
Or we could do as you say and just, I don't know, snipe people. I'm sure that we have, I'm sure that we would be able to kill, in the wide openness of the forest, we would be able to kill many.
I think the smarter leaders would realize their numbers dwindle. I think your suggestion of taking them out first makes sense.
And if, very well, let us, so we are looking for the chiefess at the granary, or the food storage building. Let us go back to Snot and the... let us go back to Snot and... what was the name of... and Garrick, and... talk to them, advise them. They can help us, give us directions, and then we will step forward and manage our mischief.
Just, I'm back. I heard most of the things. My girlfriend just woke up, so I had to like go over her. But these two prisoners we have now, in all honesty, right? I mean, I don't think we can let them live. I mean, it's going to do us no good whatsoever to let them live. I mean, they're going to tattle on us. We just had the conversation in front of them. They couldn't know what we're talking about. I mean,
it does not feel right, but
I know, but they're not creatures of a free mind. They are collective mind. They don't care about their own living, their own being. They just care about the collective, which is our enemy.
this is war. Do what you must.
I turn around and place an arrow between both their eyes.
Okay. Go ahead, and as long as you're not within 5 feet, make your attack roll.
I have sharpshooters. It doesn't really matter. I assume
Okay.
they are.
There,
I assume I have
Executioner
advantage.
style, then go for it.
I assume I have advantage.
Yeah.
you do. They're restrained.
That's
It's
it.
not even that good.
They just don't get double nat ones, and you're fine.
Oh, I didn't.
And that's a hit as well.
I start digging a grave.
Oh, I'm actually curious to see the damage. Because this is basically like a mafia style execution with a handgun here.
Oh, it's not that much, but
It's a lot of 15 and 11. Okay, yeah, they're dead.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I start digging a grave.
I take my manacles back and my rope.
Racket, do you care to help? Some good exercise.
Oh, they're still not dead yet?
They are dead. I'm thinking about digging a grave for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that too. Yeah.
The illusion disappeared from one of the guys when like Kadia
Yes,
did something.
and when the other one dies, it disappears as well.
Good to know. Yeah, I dig a grave.
Well, so I believe the current plan is we go back to Garrick and Snot. We speak to them. Perhaps we tell them to set a fire in the forest as a distraction, something akin to that, to lure some of the snake people out of the village. When they move out of the village, we find the leaders and we kill them.
That sounds like a plan. Before we leave, I'm going to find like 2 pieces of wood and engrave like a simple gravestone for them, and I'm going to type Benny the Snake, and then in brackets evil guy, and Bongo the Snake in brackets evil guy.
Or Bayan and Reg.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to use that.
Reggery.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the script for Abyssal.
Oh, wonderful.
Well,
And I'm going to type it like text under. It was an easy kill.
I use prestidigitation to slough any blood off of myself. and as well as my compatriots, slough the evidence off.
Oh, thank you very much,
And
dear.
and I think we're ready to go back to town and find Garrick.
And after like Kadia has used prestidigitation on me, I'm going to pick up a bit of dirt and throw it in my head just so I look normal. I'm not too clean, right?
Trace, thanks, dirt.
Thanks a lot. Just like bury his head in mud.
But so what building was it again?
The building where food is stored, presumably a granary or some type of silo. The Garrick will know which building we refer to.
Interesting.
Or perhaps we'll see it on our way in. Who knows?
Sounds good.
And
Well-
remember, we're looking for Nutella.
Yes.
We need it for our crackers.
Oh yeah, baby.
The quest for Nutella.
I mean, I'm with you, Kadir. That's a quest I can get behind.
But is it enough to give me inspiration?
The real
I came up
question.
with Nutella, to be fair.
That's right, you deserve it. It's true.
So I
I'm
mean,
not-
you know what goes really well with Nutella is bananas.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
All right. Well,
Well.
let's go back to town.
Making your way back into Whitebridge and keeping a more of an eye out, you will spot a 2-storied building that does seem to stand out a bit. It has a bit more polished wood and things of that manner. Seems to be a little bit more taken care of than most of the other buildings.
Does this look like what would be a granary?
It looks just more like a storehouse.
That is. There it is.
But with it being a little bit away and the tavern being on like almost your immediate west side of the village, each of you can make your way back inside and where you had planned to meet back up with Garrick.
Wonderful.
Is he there?
He is. You will see him along with Beatrice sitting at the bar, and there being no one else in the tavern.
I wave my hands to make an illusion. Beatrice is he told us that she was safe, right? Just to make sure.
Yes.
I wave my hands in front of me. Minor illusion to make a script that says, "Are we safe to talk?"
You'll just see them each give a bit of a nod, gesturing towards upstairs, back in the previous safe room that you had all gone to.
All right. So I start walking in that direction then. Or were they nodding for? Were they? Do I feel
Yeah,
like they
like-
were nodding for us to go up there?
Yeah, when you start to make your way there, Garrick will follow, Beatrice holding her position down on down at the bar.
Okay. Once we arrive, close the door and. All right, Garrick. How are you doing?
Well, the plans have been, exchanged with Beatrice and Snot. We've gathered some supplies and seem to have caught wind of some news.
What kind of news?
Well, Snot believes there to be a good abundance of food held up in the storage here in town. I'm not sure how reliable that is. He's not the most intelligent individual.
So, this plan, we would like to make a slight alteration to it.
I'm listening.
When you leave, taking everything with you, we would like you to set a large fire in the forest north of here to attract the attention of the 1T. We would like to use this to distract them, while we go in and strike it's the 1T leader here, assassinating them. We have learned who they are, where they are, and once you have distracted the 1T, perhaps removing some of their guards, we will move in and strike.
And then what?
Well, we will land our kills. We will weaken their presence in this area, and then we will follow you. After you light the fire, move to Lahles. We have cleared the path.
But then you'll be heading straight into danger. Setting the fire to the north, and then that's where the rest will be.
We will figure our way around this, I'm sure.
Perhaps just easier to set the fire to the west.
Well, I was thinking we could always carry a boat to the. We could always carry a boat to the west and sail to Lahles, or row to Lahles. I'm sure they have rowboats around here. Yes.
He nods. Indeed. A few down by the docks, and with, well, the four of you, it seems that you'd be able to carry it quite easily. And he looks to you, Krev, and says, no offense, but with them being quite taller, it would be quite awkward for you to hold your weight.
Awkward or funny?
I make up for it in strength, though.
Perhaps, as
Very.
you said, you're druid. Maybe you can just transform into something that can carry it itself.
Oh yes, I could probably carry the boat myself.
We could. We have a multitude of options for escape. We could sail to the west, or we could sail around the loop to the north. We will make it either way. Our only intention is to assassinate the leadership here that is powerful. Obviously, that would be a blow to them in this area.
Well, if you're so certain of your plan, then we will follow suit.
What time were you planning on leaving tonight?
A few hours after dark. Not
And it's
too
like-
late. Roughly. Well, when the sun reaches, or when the moon reaches the rooftops from rising in the east, should be plenty of time to make our escape.
All right. So we hang out here, make ourselves the nicest meal we can, and prepare ourselves. I think that seems fair.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
You leave. When the blaze grows, we will watch the 1T grow in disarray and take that as our time to strike.
You are a master
Anderson?
of tactics, Kitty. I'll give you that.
Well, you speak too highly of me.
I was on
You
the
deserve
fence of giving you inspiration, but for that tactic and idea, you can have inspiration. That's good. That's
Nice.
a pretty good idea.
Thank you. Well, we will see. We will see if it works or not. I just hope this is better than the stunt we pulled back in the forest north of Lahles. I do not wish to see that effort duplicated.
It was pretty fun, though.
Garrick,
Well, yes, Kadir?
whatever you do, do not worry about us, and do not hasten to throw away your lives. If you see combat, please run.
Not so much me you have to worry about, but Beatrice and Snot will. I'll have to, well, pull them by the ear, if that's the case.
Yes, Snot is a bit aggressive.
He'll nod in agreement. Well, I will inform them of the new alteration, and, well, never not to look back. If the road is clear, we shouldn't find any problems while we head to Lahles. As long as Snot makes it back with us, well, we should be able to get in without any issue.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you will be fine. In the meantime, we should hang out, make a nice meal for ourselves.
Something with rabbit preferable.
Do you have any on hand?
No, but I mean, any inn with respect for himself have rabbit. Right?
I do believe she does.
Wonderful.
All right.
Well,
and
I was just gonna say, if there's nothing that you guys would like to talk about, but just wish to enjoy a nice meal, relax for the day until moving into the night to start your plan, that's what we can do.
Yeah.
I would like to go downstairs and make a nice meal for everyone.
Oh, wonderful.
And the only thing I would ask is that occasionally, once night sets in, Trace, we will be dependent upon you and your abilities to scout and make sure that our target is within reach. If the target moves to the forest, we could always just move in and ransack the storage. I'm sure they will have valuables. So either way, that storage is our target, I think.
Yes.
I do not think their leader will stray far from it, and will probably remain to guard it until the death.
Sounds about right.
But we are dependent upon your scouting, of course.
Shouldn't be a problem. Is it? It's not night yet, right? Oh.
No, it's. I mean, probably getting. Well, not probably. It's getting more sort towards like the afternoon, especially with like the cooking and everything going on. The only thing of note that I would like to point out is that Snot will return back to the tavern, and when he does, you can see that he has quite a new getup about him. He doesn't have like those leather scrapped armor. He has studded leather armor and is wielding a adamantium great axe.
Ah,
Cute axe.
Snot of the Snugnug.
Oh, funny man with hat.
Ah, yes. Man of the Funny Hat tribe.
What
I-
you all do here?
I think you are a long way from fighting those tieflings now, aren't you?
Yeah. Me kill snake people. And then he'll pat like a satchel that is on his left side.
Garrick tell you what happens?
He'll nod. Garrick smart.
Keep them safe.
Well, other than that, just enjoying a nice meal. Out of curiosity, just for flavor wise, Kadir, can you give me a cooking utensils check? With being inside a tavern and having some proper cooking things, you can have advantage with this.
Okay, I take.
But other than that, just double checking if anyone has anything to take care of before fast forwarding.
And also guidance. I don't know why I didn't roll guidance on that.
That's a pretty good meal. All right. Well, the silence to me means that everyone is ready to fast forward.
Yep.
So
The meal is our last meal is fried rabbit with a reduced jam sauce, side of potatoes.
So no rabbit?
No, fried rabbit.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Oh, you're a wonderful cook, Kitty. I'll give you that.
All I could see was Poe, and then I just said the rest. Potatoes.
No, he hates it.
What's taters
Stupid,
for us?
filthy hobbitses. Cooking ruins it.
And that's the length of my Gollum
Yeah.
impression. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
That's good,
Thank
that's
you
good.
so much.
Did you just say thank you for stopping?
No, I said thank you so much.
Oh.
I thought I heard thank you for stopping too. But with it getting into the night, Gurk will look to each of you and say, It will take us about an hour to reach the forest. 2 hours tops. Everything should be good to go.
We will, when we see lights on the horizon, we will make our move. Move swiftly and safely.
He gives you a nod. Good luck. And may the gods favor you.
We need it not,
And also with you.
but we'll take it.
And
Oh,
then
man.
Garrick, Beatrice, and Snot will each head out, and leaving each of you alone in the tavern as they begin to make their way to the north.
All right. So I guess just hang out for another hour, and then start looking for fire, I guess.
Yeah.
After
Deadly fires
the
everywhere.
hour goes by, nothing is seen. 5, 10, 15 more minutes roll by before you begin to see this orangish glow off to the north.
I nod to Trace.
Want me to scout ahead? Is that a yes?
Yep.
I will scout ahead. It is dark now, right?
It is.
Wow.
And concealed in the night, Trace, you begin to scout ahead as you make your way up, following the shadows, being well concealed. Can you up to the north side? Can you give me a perception check?
I sure can. Perceptorino. I'm up blind. There we go. 22.
So as you sit, and not too many individuals pass you to the north, but as a couple minutes goes by, you begin to count 10, 20, 30, nearly 40 individuals that have begun to make their way to the north. All chatting about and seem to be communicating in some type of manner, but you unable to understand what they are saying.
Well, do I recognize the language?
It seems to be the same as what Kadir has been using to speak to these individuals.
Okay. I slowly make my way back to my friends and communicate the fact what I saw. They appear to be talking in a language I don't understand, and there's quite a lot of them. And I don't think it's a favorable fight at the moment.
It will take them roughly an hour to reach the fire. So it would also take them an hour to come back.
That's true.
We could wait. We could wait at least. It's 15 minutes past. We could wait another 30 minutes and then strike.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let
I'm
them
going to go.
settle in.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to scouting. Just in case.
Okay. Well, with you making your way back out, can you give me,
Sorry.
as you get spotted by the dog, can you give me another stealth check and another perception check, please, bud?
Yeah. Stealth. Oh, that's bad stuff. $22 and 19.
So as you make your way back up to the north side of Whitebridge, you will find that there are not too many individuals heading north. There seemed to be a bit of a rush in the beginning, assuming when the fire was spotted. But now, it is more of just groups of 2s and 3s making their way. But you will count a total of nearly 20 that have left.
Okay, good. But they're not rushing. Huh. Yeah, I'll just wait for what Kadir said half an hour. So I'm just going to stay around there for half an hour and then return.
Okay. During that time, only spotting 5 more making their way north.
And then I'm going to return to the group and tell them that less and less people seem to be going now, but that's probably a good sign. That should mean there's less people here, less Yuan-Ti here.
Given by the numbers that he cited, I'll mention. All right, so roughly 70, 70, perhaps 80 have gone. I think that means that they will be spread out enough that we can handle whatever we find here. I'm sure there were plenty of guards remaining, but now is our time to strike.
Makes sense.
All right, so we had our nice ass meal, and we're gonna. I think I'm ready to step over if everyone else is.
Yep, so am I. Sure. Should we check any precautions before we enter? Like,
Well, if. Oh. It's really dark out, so. Well,
should I use my last second level spellcast pass without me, or should we save it?
That is your choice, I would say. I was thinking about casting darkness on myself. Oh no.
I'm going to save this spell. So I only have one left.
Honestly, I'm okay. If at this point someone says, let's just fucking stroll up like the badasses we are, I'd be down with it. So.
But let's go on record.
Yes.
They see me rolling. But all right, so let's at least attempt to be stealthy. I would like to follow up the group from behind in the stealth, but I would also like to cast darkness on myself. So I will be 15 feet behind the group.
Well, in my normal nature, but I always like stick to myself, so I'm going to be like, I don't know, 15 feet or 20 feet away from everyone else in the group. Just so I can rely on my invisibility.
I will also cast. So Rekid, I think you're blind.
Yeah.
yeah. Life of a human.
Will you hold my hand?
Yes, but you will be, I'll hold his hand. But just so you know, you will be in complete darkness.
Do I get a shiny coin?
Yes, you can have a shiny coin.
I have
Yeah.
a backup plan, but it's a little expensive to help me. And
I will cast light on a coin, and actually, I have to give it to Krev.
well, I have a potentially better idea.
And what is that?
I could cast Dark Vision on me and Rekid. But it would use 2 of my spells.
No, that can't be wise. I think that's better call. I mean, there's light around. There's some light sources around here, right?
I think you can. I don't think it would. Light doesn't consume any resource, so I'm going to cast light on a copper coin and give it to Krev.
All right.
And then, as we're setting out, I'm going to cast darkness on myself and I guess hold Rekid's hand.
Light isn't a concentration. Can't you just cast it on 2 different coins?
Yeah.
I think it cancels out the first one if I do.
No, I actually think it stayed in the spell, isn't it?
I'll double check.
To be fair, the only time I remember people doing it, duplicating things with it, is in 2e. So I don't know if that's something that I remember from just watching things with that.
Well, there's no limitation in the description.
The spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
So it
unless
does, yeah.
someone else has light, then yeah.
I have
Alright.
light either.
And I will state that
Oh.
there are torches and little things of sources of light through the area.
True.
It's not like you'll be in complete darkness unless you're walking with Kadir, apparently.
Well, if we want to, Trace just said that he can cast light as
Yeah,
well.
I'll cast it on another coin and give it to.
So we
Right.
have one. Yeah.
My darkness squelches it.
Right. Well, as soon as he steps out, then he'll have it.
All right.
Okay. Well, then, with everything that's being used in order to make your way through the area hidden, practically quite literally with the darkness, can each of you give me a stealth check at advantage?
Stealth
Silverino.
check with advantage. I need to turn my guidance off.
That's a gentleman's 31.
That's not bad. It could be worse.
Oh.
I
That's
only got
really
a
good.
36.
That's really good. It
Or did
could
you do
be
pass that
worse.
twice or no?
He did
No,
not.
no.
No, we didn't.
No. Okay, 26. Okay.
Oh no.
And we just need
Onyx.
Onyx. Sneaky,
Stealth.
sneaky Onyx.
Oh, she's the master of stealth, obviously.
Do. I mean, she has high dex, so.
Yeah, I do.
Mhm. Out of the group,
Alright.
definitely not the one I'm worried about. Like,
Yeah.
Aw,
failing.
fam.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Heh, not that bad.
All right.
Suck a peach.
We have surprisingly good stealth in general.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
Bracken's got the lowest with a +2, which isn't bad.
Well, yeah, I have
Okay.
like a plus fucking 9 on mine. Whatever I
Alright.
roll.
No, Kadir has the +2.
That's what I meant. Yeah, Kadir. Sorry.
Although
It's like,
a
Rekid's
surprising
plus
amount
8.
of low rolls, honestly.
My dex is real cute.
Uh,
Well,
so
making your way through, it through White Bridge, you don't pull any attention. Each of you make your way quite stealthily, your footsteps being silent and being cast away, hidden from the light, and seems to be paying off quite well. But within about 10 minutes, you will make it to what you all believe to be the storage area. As you make your way up, Trace, you being first, you will notice that there are a little bits of lights coming from inside. Seems to be lanterns or perhaps a small, a few small candles inside.
I would like to say I use my Rod of the Pack Keeper to restore a spell slot.
I'm going to like
Noted, thank you.
stay in darkness, obviously. But see if walk around, see if I can see anything in there. Like any humanoids, any pigs.
Well, so
any
you make your way
elephants.
around, checking out, going through a few of the windows. You'll see that there's seems to be quite of an abundance of supplies inside. You're not sure exactly how much, but you do spot a few arrows, kind of catching your eye. You know, being the ranger you are, see different varieties of fruits and what appears to be a elderly man at behind one of the tables. Going through a few coins, you see that he's bald with a short, more of like a goatee style white beard.
Well, I'm just going to like wait where I am for everyone else to get closer. I want to stay as stealth as I can.
Well, like when you turn, I'm sure you can easily see this just mass of darkness making its way towards you.
Who's invisible now?
Well, I mean, I can kind of figure out where you are. I mean, there's a blob of darkness. I just fire. What's that?
Invisible in like the way a black hole is invisible, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He can't see me. It still counts. For sake of advantage, disadvantage. In case he fire at me.
I bet you I'll hit you with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, I actually have chance, though.
Seeing that must be so weird. Seeing like light and then just darkness in the middle of what should be light. Like just trying to like imagine that, like perceiving that. Is
Yeah,
just
it's kind of weird because I mean, darkness is like the absence of light. It's not like a thing itself, right? That's what makes it so
right.
weird.
Like just trying to picture that in your head is
Well,
just fucking weird.
I just imagine it almost being like a giant ooze kind of thing, like making its way through.
Well, the thing is, though, I imagine it would be confusing, especially if it was like at the edge of your sight. It would look like you were. I imagine it would feel like you were having difficulty judging distance in the darkness. So I don't think it would look like a giant blob. It would, because when you're looking at darkness, it's gradients of dark. So then you would see a darker part, which would make you assume that it's deeper or farther away than what it is. That's my assumption, anyhow.
Right, but with this, it's like full dark, right? It's dark, not dim.
Right, but to somebody who doesn't have dark vision, you probably can't tell. But to someone who does, it look like, how far away is that? Like, there'd probably be a little bit of confusion, maybe.
Yeah, I can get behind the depth perception thing. That makes sense. But nonetheless, each of you can reconvene. Kadir, if you wish to leave up the spell, feel free.
I will.
All right, then what's the plan?
All right. So What kind of entrances are there to this building?
There is a front double door and a back door.
Is it a one storage house?
2 stories.
I would like to climb up to the second storage.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I assume I can do this in cover of darkness, right? Like, I can climb up in a spot where there's no, like,
Yeah. Easy enough.
Sweet. 22 athletics.
Make your way up. At the top, you see quite a number of crates and empty tables. It looks.
Is there an easy way in from up here?
You can try the window.
I'm going to examine the window first to see if there's if it's locked. By just looking at it, right?
Is there even glass? I mean, I imagine it would be difficult to make glass this far out.
That's a good point. I mean,
No, it's just more of like a shutter.
Oh.
Like kind of thing. Not like glass windows.
I'm going to spend a moment just listening to see if I can hear anything inside. Like if anyone is close to the window.
You don't hear anything.
I try to open the window.
Push and it feels a bit restrained. It
I
is
assume I can
locked.
use my thieves' tools here, right?
Indeed.
I would like to do that.
All right, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, not a thieves' tools check?
Oh yeah, well if you have the thief's tools, you can just do that.
Oh, it is the same roll, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, 15.
And you pop open the latch that was holding it together, and the shutters open.
So, back to the previous sessions. Do I understand now that Kadir can see me in darkness?
Yes.
I'm going to wave to Kadir. Oh, I can't see him, but I know approximately where he is, and point at the window. I hope Kadir got that. I'm going to go into the window.
Okay, make your way in.
And there's no light source up here, right? There's darkness inside.
Indeed, there is actually a bit of light coming from the center, and it appears to be coming from downstairs.
But I can stay in darkness, right?
Yes, at this time, yes.
I whisper to the rest of the group that Trace went to the second floor. And I just also want to mention, I imagine this is really disconcerting for you, Rekid, because you probably, there's not being able to see shit, and then there's just complete blindness.
But I can still hear, yes.
Hey, gave you that coin that's not doing much for you right now, I guess.
It
Something
just
to hold on
hold the coin and think of fonder times. Lila's doing a lot of sleep barking tonight.
Says Bork.
She's doing a frighten.
Well, I'm still going to go through whatever is up there.
I toss a rope up to the second floor. I'm
going to fasten it if I see it.
I tug it.
Give me just real quick, give me an athletics check there, Kadir. And just don't roll low.
Roll a 1.
Do 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 do.
Yeah,
Almost an
that's-
18 on the die.
Hey. I mean, that's the DC I set for it, so you make it to the window.
Damn.
To the window.
I wasn't really attempting to make it difficult. I figured you had that, no problem.
Yeah, except for. All right, so I'm imagining it like hits the window and barely rolls in.
Barely, exactly. It does just make its way in, and Trace, with how stealthily you are making your way about, you'll just hear like a light thud. As you turn, you see a bit of rope dangling in through the window.
I fasten it to someone. I mean, there must be a pillar or something, right?
Indeed.
I thought he said fasten it to someone. He finds a one. He finds a 1T and ties it to them, and I
So-
pull them out the window.
In your immediate area, Trace, you will be able to see that there is a stairwell that heads down and has a few banisters that seem to be quite sturdy. But at this point, I will bring you all over to this map.
Yeah.
So if you zoom out just a little bit,
Oh, this is upstairs.
Oh,
And did I find anything interesting in those crates down here, by any chance?
well, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. I imagine the rope giving you a bit of distraction before going through.
Yeah, I mean, I follow. Yeah, fair enough.
I tell everyone else to go before me and to move in, because when I come in, things are gonna get dark.
21.
So as you make your way through, there just seems to be a random amount of supplies. Mainly books. Looks to be rolled up just pieces of parchment, bound by a piece of thread.
I'm going to quickly pocket like a few books and some parchment.
Okay.
Parchment. How do I spell that? P-A-T-C-H? Meant?
PARCH meant.
But as each of you make your way up, can you just give me athletics checks at advantage, please? While using the rope, making it a bit easier.
You first, Ricky.
Am I the only one who knows athletics?
You make Krev, Rekid, both make it up, no problem. Go ahead and add your tokens. Kadir, you definitely have a bit of trouble getting up, but luckily there's enough places to kind of hold on to besides the rope. Then you can scramble up, being a bit heavy-winded as you make your way.
Onyx,
Yes.
athletics check, advantage.
Corretto.
Onyx makes it up, no problem.
Yeah.
So, with each of you being up here, just hearing a little bits of sound, just of sounds of one individual going through some sort of objects, just kind of scrambling, or not scrambling, it's not the right word, just kind of moseying about through the inventory.
And you also see a big blob of darkness in the room.
I
presume-
assume
If you're on us, that's the only thing we see. Need to put my token on, actually, I realize.
Yep, and everyone can add their token to the second floor.
I'm going to like stealth. I mean, I know I'm good stuff around while they can climb up. Just to,
I'm
like-
not gonna lie. When I was making this, I honestly didn't really think you guys are gonna go to the second floor, so I didn't put in too much effort.
Well,
Uh-oh.
perception check. Is there anything of note in this room?
Sure. Well, with the open box, you can easily see that there's pieces of parchment, books, things of that nature. But if you want to look a bit more in depth, you can, give it a shot.
I don't want to spend too much time here. What kind of books?
They're a bit dusty, and quickly looking over them, they just seem to be novels purely for entertainment, nothing of major significance. Seems that these things were moved up here because of no interest.
Ah, all right. In that case, I'll say, all right, let's go downstairs. Let's make this quick. This in the middle, what is this? Is this a pillar or?
That is where you can actually look downstairs and see the first floor.
Well, I'm definitely staying up here then. Can I see anything down there? Like,
Yeah, looking down, you will gather a bit more of kind of what you had seen when looking through, like the windows downstairs. Just bits of supplies, seems of weapons, food, armor, and other various things. But from your current position, you can hear that the individual that you had seen is off to the right. As you look down, you see him still going through some coins.
how far down is there? A few meters or?
About 10.
Oh,
Just 10 foot.
10 foot. That's
Yeah.
That's 3
I
meters.
needed
so-
to clarify that before, because you said meters.
Yeah.
My American brain was thinking American stuff.
Hey, I can jump that. I mean, without any real danger, right? Because
Mhm.
I'm actually not proficient at acrobatics, but I have 5 in it.
I mean, that's
Be
still a
fine.
d6 of fall damage, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going to fasten a piece of rope, like right there,
Okay.
and not like throw it over the side, but like, just like put it on the edge here, so I can easily just push it over and it runs down.
Yeah,
That
so you
makes
can
sense.
kind of rappel down.
Yeah,
James Bond it.
yeah. When I need to, but not now. Just
Okay.
make it ready.
Can you GM roll me a survival check, please?
Ooh, how the fuck do it? Do it ask? Does it ask for it automatically?
It's just slash GM.
Ignore that. Ignore that. I just thought I could like.
You can also turn on a GM roll
Oh, I
toggle.
can.
Mhm.
I thought
There's
I
a
could.
toggle, kind of like you do for advantage
Yeah. No. Just
or the prompts. Yeah,
there we go.
I prefer the query.
Yeah, Signa. I use it.
Alright.
No, basically everything.
Yeah.
in-
I mean, I wouldn't query for GM rolls because I don't do it often enough. I would just do the toggle, but
Okay. And then the rest of you, we're gonna make your way down.
Yep. I'm gonna go down the stairs. Or wait, rappelling? Is that what we're doing? We're rappelling?
Well, if,
No.
if
Sorry, I
I was
prefer
thinking-
stairs.
I was thinking about it like two entrances. If there's a combat, then we can come from two sides, right? To price him, whatever.
Trace is trying to hit this like a SWAT team.
Yes.
All right. When he rappels down, I go down the stairs.
and Reckon can just jump down.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Krev, are you just gonna follow the stairs?
stairs. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Going to
I
cast
will reveal this.
Oh, random bald man.
I'm going to cast
Yeah.
invisibility.
I told you he was bald.
I was expecting him to be like that, though.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
He looks
Caught me off
mad.
guard.
Arms all
He
folded. But making your way down over Kadir, thank you. That's where the stairs are.
My bad.
It's to be fair, it's a little hard to see with the wooden floor and wooden stairs, but it is what it is. As you make your way down, you'll see the individual Kadir turn and just say aloud, "Huh, what is that?"
Does this person have slit eyes?
From the
Like snake eyes, rather.
from the distance that you're at, it's a little hard to tell. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Of course, I'll give you one. I just have to find my character sheet first.
I also get one.
With you being held in the darkness right now, Onyx, I don't believe you can see really anything. You're kind of just like walking with Kadir to be guided.
Yes, guide me, Kadir.
Kadir, you do not see any like snake-like eyes. But with that, the individual will begin making his way around and begin to shout.
I see him.
Yes,
wait.
you can each see him as you look over the banister.
What language is he shouting in? That's the most important part here.
Common.
I think Rickard will jump down.
I'm just sitting up there being ready.
So that should be about where you land, Rekid. And with that, he'll just kind of like step a bit back and, oh my! There's more of you? We're closed! Last ditch effort.
Does he got slit eyes?
I
You're in
grapple.
darkness as well, Krev, unfortunately. Now, being able to see a bit. You can give me a perception check.
Yeah. Alright, I'm assuming I can't guidance this because we're obviously in front of the dude. Perception. Hell yeah.
He indeed does. Being a bit closer and perhaps just a bit more of a keen eye in this moment, you do see the snake-like eyes.
Do you call that out, Krev?
Yeah.
Help!
Or Rickard
So
goes
anyway-
to grapple.
So anyway, I started blasting.
We started blasting.
I think that's.
Okay.
Do we need to call initiative?
Well, if he is going to attempt to grapple, go ahead and just give me your athletics check there, Rekid. And... Ooh, I didn't roll too bad. You place your arms around him, but you're unable to get a good enough grip. You feel your hands and your fingers lace up for just a moment before he breaks free and moves away from your grasp. Now, if you are actually start to blasting, then, you know, go ahead and make your attack roll, and then we'll go from there, but I don't know if that was more of a joke.
It was. As soon as Krev says that it's a snake, then yeah, I blast.
And could I get an attack of opportunity there?
Oh, yeah. You can definitely get an attack of opportunity, swing at him after he breaks away from you, and... I wasn't assuming the Eldritch Blast, but I guess I should have been. Both of those will hit. Each of you with a 21. That's cute.
My attack also stops him from moving because of the Sentinel feature.
My Eldritch Blasts deal a grand total of 21 damage.
Jeez.
And as you strike him, Rekid, he freezes. The Eldritch Blast hits true, and then when it does, you will see that he turns into the Auntie. And then at this point is where we will go ahead and begin to roll initiative. Trace, you can see this no problem. This is from your position, basically like right in the center.
Yeah, I figured.
So, hold on, let me pull up the turn order. Let me pull up the turn order!
Too late. All right, I'm gonna roll again, but you're gonna have to change.
You
it
didn't
to
even
22.
select your token.
I did. I
I'm not
rolled
going
before.
first.
It
doesn't
counted Krevs.
Oh, well, I mean, I clicked it. Did I not? There we go. That should add.
Maybe you clicked the aura. The aura's underneath you, or is it under
Finally,
your aura?
further down.
I might have selected the aura. I don't know.
Selected the aura. Your aura gets an initiative.
Oh,
Imagine.
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 All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and just take a small break, and then, I mean, seems that this one being quite wounded already, this should fall fairly quickly.
Yep. He will not get a turn.
No, you rolled pretty bad for initiative, too. But we'll be right back and see what the rest of this entails.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So, as we get back to it, we begin round 1 with Wreck-It. This creature has been struck a couple of times and shifted from this elderly, bald man into a Yonti.
Oh, you mean Kadir, don't you?
Oh, yes, Kadir's. I
Like,
made
I
the
rolled a
same
10.
mistake as Krev.
All right. Well, so there I was, and I started blasting. I like that you kicked on the music for what is effectively going to be like possibly ended right here. Well,
Well,
Second Keck.
I like this track, though, so
At
least I got to listen to it a little bit.
All right. Well, grand total 31 damage.
Oh my god, is that a second?
So as he opens his mouth, presumably to scream or yell, an eldritch blast, crenellated with thunderous electric energy, blasts through him from behind.
And as bits of this Yonti shatter, Rip indeed falls. Bits of blood splatter amongst the room.
All right, is that initiative order?
Can each of you give me a perception check?
Damn, my perception checks tonight.
And Onyx? Perceptionino.
1 second. 1 second. Ah! Just happened. There.
Reckon, Trace, Krev, and Onyx. Each of you hear footsteps coming up from what seems to be down below the first story. 0, I guess, for European.
Where's the first story stairs? Is it
From
like
your
behind
position,
us?
you can't see them, but yes.
Okay. Yeah. Would I know that though?
Probably not.
Okay.
Wait, what? He's coming from where I am?
No, they're coming from below.
Oh,
It's like the staircase below. Yeah.
oh, so the basement. What are we talking?
Well, we're on the
Sorry,
second
I've been on
floor,
mute.
right? Go first.
Thinking that the battle is over, I'm probably gonna start moving over to the stuff, with the intention of looting, and that's where I end my turn.
Okay.
I mean, I would jump to Kadir. Someone's coming.
And I would look in that direction.
They're coming up the stairs. Yeah. From below.
I cede my turn to Krev.
I mean, I'm assuming I heard the direction, so yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and
no-
you hear this, some footsteps coming up the stairs. Krev, it being out of your line of sight, unable to see. Trace, from your angle, you will see a Yonti making its way up from the basement.
Okay.
Krev,
I'm
it's your turn.
Let's see. I mean, I just kind of go towards, I guess, this direction to see. Do I see anything?
Yes, you'll see the top of this Yonti. Just
All right.
kind of standing on your tippy toes, looking over this pretty large crate, and off to your northwest side.
Hmm. And I actually really don't have a good thing right here to use because we're in a building. Shit. I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna dash. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm gonna reset that. I'm gonna dash this way. Behind this little bit of cover. And I just point and say he's over there at the base of the stairs.
All right.
So do I have line of sight on him?
This one will make its way upstairs, and Trace, you will have line of sight on the first one that made its way up, but the second one moves out of your vision. And it is your turn.
Let's try to like move I can move one, two. I move over here. Can I see more now?
Yes. Making your way along the banister to the east, you will be able to have a better line of sight on both of the individuals.
They look different, the two of them.
Yes.
In
Quite
what way?
different.
Which one appears the coolest?
Yes. I also choose my enemies this way.
This one. The one that's dead because it's, not a beating heart.
Also,
Got
yeah,
Yeah.
he got his chest blasted out like like an alien was inside of him.
If I would assess like which one looked bigger of the two, then this one.
You can use your turn to do that if you like.
Yeah, but I mean, is one of them like 1 feet tall, one of them 7 feet tall?
I mean, the one to the right is like hunched over. You've fought in that one plenty of times, and then the one to the left is one that you fought in the sewers. And I mean, so far, unless I throw out like a CR 22, I don't think much of is going to be a competition for you, bud.
I'm going to fire on the one, this one.
The one on
I'm
the
going
left?
to- yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to meta, but good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
And we agreed on the fact that they were not humanoid, or what a humanoid, I forgot.
No, they're not.
They're not. I'm going to sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, sharpshooter. Guess it-
All right, so he whips out the 45 Magnum.
Oh yeah.
Smith & Wesson 500.
With my 45.
Trace, what I am going to do is I'm going to move you down to this level, but for just for like tracking you, make it a little bit easier.
Can you just copy me or something? I mean, I like being up here alone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a good idea. I'll copy.
24. Might that hit?
24 will hit.
I would hope so. Whisper. Blat blat.
24.
The cannon connects.
Yeah, baby. I'm going to fire again, obviously. Unless he's dead.
It's looking pretty. No, it's not dead, but it's pretty bloodied.
So, 24 again.
That one misses because it's the same roll, and that's not cool.
And...
If it's 24 damage again.
No, 22 points damage.
Another nice hefty amount of damage. Connecting twice with the longbow whisper.
I'm going to use my third attack.
I just want to point out that casually throwing enemies that have this much HP. Well, I guess we're level 6. That makes sense.
20.
20 hits.
It's insane.
And it's 27 points damage plus that red ambusher. So 34.
Neat.
Well, just moments after this one makes its way up, it gets peppered with 3 arrows. The third one dropping it, and with the momentum just sliding a bit till it hits the wall off to the west, almost into the door.
And I'm going to take a step back my last 5 feet of movement so that I can't see anything. Or be seen for that matter. And that's my turn.
All right.
Why are you laughing?
I posted a meme. And it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Each of those make their way up to here, and then we move to Rekid.
Oh boy. All right, one sec.
I think Trace just hit nearly as much as one of the
God.
queens in a turn.
Nearly as much as God.
Good God. Well, I mean,
I'm
I go by-
actually very curious on how much of a fight like Trace can 1v1. Like, could he 1v1 a CR20 creature? Like, I'm actually legitimately curious.
I mean, the thing is that they can't see him. Maybe
Exactly. It's highly dependent on if they can see him.
if they have. If it's a dragon with true sight, he's gonna have trouble. But
trouble. I mean, he would lose. The issue is, can they see him? And then B, if they can't see him, do they have area of effect attacks to deal with him? Because if an enemy doesn't have one of those two, it doesn't matter.
Trace, we'll do a one-shot with you at level 10, and I'm just going to meta the shit out of it. I'm going to pick a creature that I think can beat you.
Sure.
No more than double the CR of your level.
All right. All right.
Once you get... Oh, sorry. Please.
No.
Rekid, beat the shit out of him.
Rekid's gonna yell, "Well, so much for the stealth option," and then Rekid uses Gong of the Summit, casting Shatter right here.
Nice.
Perfect.
As a con save. Which I believe the
I'm gonna
DC is
Go
15.
from top to bottom, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, starting with the top, we have a 17, a 5, an 11, and another 11. So, only the one on the top succeeding.
Awesome. The roll damage was 16, so 8 on the saves.
Very nice. That's pretty far above the average, actually.
So with each of these Yuan-Ti taking a bit of damage, you will also note that the crate and a bit of the table containing bits of bread, fruits, will begin to break and shatter amongst the energy from your spell. When it does, you will see that there are bits of wine flask and water skins in the crate, and bits of liquid begin to spew over the ground.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Onyx.
See here. Oof. Yikes, Rama. Okay, so oops. Let me see here, because I want to shoot the one in front of me, because the stairs are going down. Are they on the other side of the stairs, or are they actually on the stairs right there, the ones right in front of me?
Only one is on the stairs, but the others are now on the first floor, making their way around the area.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I'd have visibility on the one like literally right in front of me.
This one, no. This one, you'd have a bit of line of sight. It has like a tad bit of cover, but you can see that one.
Okay. Sounds like my fuck ass should move. Let's see here. 1.
You could probably jump over the railing here if you wanted to.
Oh, good point. Wait, couldn't I just wait? Could I be on the railing? How high is the railing?
I mean, just a couple foot. It comes up to about like your waist when you stand, if you're standing next to it.
Okay, so I can like hop right here on top of it. Maybe right there. Not so close. Do I have full line of sight on this one? Oh god, that one. Oh, it doesn't let me do it. The one literally right adjacent to me. I'm so sorry. It won't let me do the thing.
Yes, that one. If I saw Kadir's ping, but I thought you meant this one.
Okay.
But if you mean this one,
Yeah.
you have clear line of sight on both of those.
Okay, lit. Okay, so
To simplify that.
okay, so I get my 3 hits, I guess. Well, my 3 usuals. Because I can use Wind Waker. Oh,
Damn good
on the
roll.
one right in front of me.
Yep,
Yeah.
23 will hit.
Okay, and then oh,
If you're using Wind Waker again, that'll hit.
oh, okay, yeah.
It's the same modifier, so I just assumed
Oh, okay.
because you're not within 5 foot. I figured these were
Okay,
all
my
ranged
bad.
attacks.
Yeah.
All of those hit.
Okay. So let's see here. Click. Click. Click.
Okay, 7, 8, 9 damage. 15, 24.
It's the final countdown. 24 damage. That's really
And
nice.
a good hefty amount of damage as you swing Wind Waker 3 times. And these pulses just strike this Yuan-Ti, and as they do, you can see bits of this scales in its flesh just kind of peel off of it as it is battered with this force.
Nice. Filleting them little by little.
Little by little.
Fillet while I slay.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Moves us to round 2, Kadir. You have this darkness just still surrounding you.
I'm going to go ahead and continue blasting. I'm gonna hit this guy with the first one.
All right. That hits.
Grand total of 11 damage. And also, I would like to do it from this angle. And I'm going to fire him back 10 feet into this enemy.
All right.
I activate my repelling blast.
Nice.
Can you roll me a d6, please? Oh, nice.
And I'm going to fire again to try and pelt his body into this lady.
All right. Well, as it batters into him the first time, it seems to have knocked this one back just a bit, causing a slight amount of damage. Unfortunately, as you try to aim precisely, the 13 is not enough to hit. as it strikes, blasting the shutters that are kind of little bits blocking the window, blasting them apart.
Okay. That's all I'm going to do for my turn for now. I'm slow playing this battle.
Right. So as this one makes its way around, it makes its way towards you, Rekid.
Let's do it.
First claw attack will be for a 23
Yeah, that hits.
for 5
No,
damage. The second one for a 21
That also hits. Yeah.
for 7 more damage. And then with that, it will try to bite you as well. A 19.
That just hits. All right.
And for another 8 damage, I believe a total of 23 damage. As it slashes into you with its claws and then pierces into your skin with its teeth. You find yourself a bit bloodied, tad bit wounded, as we move into Krev's turn.
All right. Question: if I'm able to cast a 5-foot radius spell, could I cast it in this middle square and hit those 3 units up there?
I would say so.
All right. I'm gonna drop a moonbeam down there.
Moonbeam.
It hits on their turn, but so, and
It's a 5-foot radius, are you sure? Seems a bit small.
we'll check. I'll link it.
Because if it is 5-foot radius, I'm wondering if that would actually just be like 1 square.
Well, 5-foot radius means 10-foot
Yeah,
diameter.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I was
that's what
gonna
I'm
say,
saying,
like, okay, so yeah, I was thinking of the opposite thing for a moment. I was like, that seems really tiny.
so
Yeah,
it would go
that's
5 feet in all directions, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
From that turn. Yeah.
Oh.
well, yeah, for sure. Like I said, for a moment I was thinking of it like the other way around, but yes.
And then
I
there's
would
gonna
say
be,
that it
like-
hits all of them, and with it being on their turn, they will make their con saves.
Now, before you roll, I want to ask: are they considered shape changers?
Ooh.
'Cause if they are, then they roll with disadvantage.
Well,
I mean,
they are, but
normally Moonbeam would cover 2 times 2 squares.
Is
Yeah.
it? Well, it's a radius, right? It's not a.
Perimeter.
It's not a square.
Not a square.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but you-
I normally rule as long as you cover half, which
Mhm.
if even if you did like a 2x2 square, it would still cover about half of them, each of them, or pretty at least
Right.
close. With the circle, it definitely would be.
Okay.
But even with that, yeah, I definitely feel like it would hit all. But whether I feel like you definitely know that they're at least some form of shape changers, from your experience thus far with them, Krev.
All right. Well, I mean, I was gonna do it either way, but so you said it's. I mean, I'm ending my turn after I cast it because.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one makes its con save.
At disadvantage. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
well, actually, that one's dead. So it makes its con save, and it's dead. So, Trace, it's your turn.
I'm going to fire on that fellow up there. There's a set of good rules that applies, but I guess it's like GM related. I had
Yeah.
a big discussion.
You getting back up on the banister?
Yeah, and I'm going to fire. I'm no longer visible, but I've still had it on. But I'm still in darkness, right?
Yes. But with you climbing back up this time, can you give me an athletics check?
Your athletics. There we go. 9.
Okay.
And fire on.
Balance up there. You feel yourself wobbling quite a bit. The banister seems a bit shaky from your weight going up and down.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot. This one's barely dead, right? I'm gonna shoot them on my first shot.
All right.
Finishing it off. List them.
16 will hit.
Good, good, good. So, 25 points of damage. And then
Well,
this
needless
one
to say, that one's down.
Nice. I'm going to shoot this one up here.
All right.
And that's slow roll. 16 again.
A 16. That is enough to hit.
Oh my god.
I thought that was a miss.
I did too.
30 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jesus fuck, dude. Ah, fucking
Oh,
Christ.
wait. No, it's not. That's not wrong. It's -5. It's only 25.
Only.
I forgot to put up sneak attack there. So, yeah.
Only
Womp womp.
25 damage.
And that's my turn. No, I'm going to step a few steps back, obviously.
Excuse me while I go cry.
You
in
hear
this
the
corner
banister
over there.
cranking yet again as you remove yourself.
Nice.
All right.
The moonbeam.
Yep. And at disadvantage. Well, that's a natural 1.
Yeah.
So, 2d10, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Uh,
Roll it.
alright,
Ooh, 11
it's okay.
damage.
11 damage.
What's this? Nice book turning.
Wreck it.
Sorry.
I always tell when he's doing it.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please, as you feel your skull, the bone itself, begin to change shape?
This shit again.
Oh no.
It's our bony boy.
Oh no.
Damn it.
But why, Christian? But why?
Now I'm a frog or some shit.
Or fish.
As the bone begins to change shape, you feel the pain just stretching through your head. It literally feels like it's changing form, but you're able to fight it off.
Thank Christ.
Hey.
Yeah.
You just met the DC, buddy.
Said hi to the DC. And then it went home.
This one slithering up to you, half of its body a snake. You see its hands and arms of just that of a humanoid. The upper body of a female, seeming quite beautiful in her own way. This nice leaf crown rests upon her head.
G-roll, moonbeam.
And at disadvantage, that is a 7.
Yeah.
Disadvantage didn't really pay off for you there. That was a
Yeah.
7 and an 8.
18 damage.
But the damage,
That
nice.
was huge damage. 10 and an 8.
So, this one will begin to try to wrap its tail and body around you, Wrecked, and attempt to constrict you. It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
You will take 9 bludgeoning damage and find yourself grappled and restrained.
Fuck. Which one is it that's restraining him? Okay.
Beckett, I'm sorry, but with the advantage paying off, this is an 11 to hit.
Oh my god.
First one was a natural one, the other one wasn't much better. On that note, as the scimitar that she unsheathes and attempts to stab, thrusting it downwards into you, misses. She gives you a bit of a smile and then says to you in common, in a bit of a quiet voice, so only you can hear it. Lucky.
That music sting at the end of that was perfect.
Yeah.
Like it as the violin drop at the end.
Beckett, it's your turn, bud.
All right. I think I'll attempt to break the grapple.
Okay. Athletics check, please.
Can you use acrobatics?
If it's a regular grapple, I don't know if the ability specifies or not.
I'm reading it right now. It does not specify, so yes, I will allow you to get it at the acrobatics or athletics.
Cool. I'll take acrobatics.
I bet your ass you will.
Use that athlobatics. Well,
Womp womp.
Well. Unfortunately, unable to escape from the constriction of this Yanti.
Yikes.
That's all I got.
Onyx.
So if there's yuan, sorry, I have to say this joke before I forget it. So if there's yuan tea, is there also yuan coffee?
get out.
That was a good. That was a pretty good one. I actually like that one.
You're fired.
Are you on iced tea or hot tea?
Well, okay, well,
Matt, way to ruin it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
Okay.
Onyx.
Yes.
Bouncing on the
So-
table, striking all this fruit and vegetables with your shoes, smashing them to bits.
Yeah.
Aha.
That's how we do it. The one in front of me, I'm gonna attempt to hit. Like the one with the weird head, kind of white looking at the top. It's like mostly black. This dude. That one. Yeah, that one.
That one. Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Everyone ping.
Everybody
By
do
our
it!
Combined. By our powers combined.
So if that one dies, I want to do the one behind it. That sounds weird. Anyway.
Okay, 15 will hit. And then we'll go down from there real quick. Hold on.
That's cute.
Unfortunately, the 12 damage does not bring it down. The 10 missing, but the 15 again another hit.
I mean,
The
it's fine.
15 hitting.
It'll be on its back sooner or later. They all always are.
And it brings this one down. And as you hold Wind Waker, you see just the little bits of light, giving that bits of magic hue about it fade.
I lick the tips of my fingers and rub them together like a creep.
Neat.
Neato burrito.
Unfortunately,
mosquito.
but it paying off quite nicely. Unfortunately for now, Wind Waker out of charges.
Then.
Still really cool.
Yes.
That's a really useful gap closer.
Oh, before we
is.
move to Kadir, Onyx, anything else for your
Yeah.
turn? You have, plenty of movement left.
I guess, yeah. want to be on whatever this is, whatever this thing is.
Just a little
Fuck.
table with a small shield.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
rests
chill
upon
on
it.
top of it.
All right.
Okay. But I want to say something before I'm done. While I'm on the table. And I'm gonna say
Where the
it
coin's
in.
at?
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
I said, where the coins at?
Oh
Where the
my
coins-
god,
where
I
the
thought you
coins-
called
where
me
the
a
coins
hoe
at?
for a second. I was like,
No,
wow.
no.
That was.
That's
First
a
of all,
different
I
thing.
wouldn't dare try to
Woo.
get onto that game because I feel like I'd be destroyed. After we made fun of Kadir one time for drinking a little too much, you made me and Krev feel like assholes.
Oh. That's
Get
just called
him.
guilt, honey.
She
Anyway.
popped off on us.
I did not. You're
Get
so.
him.
Deep
All right,
down,
it
I'm
was
nice.
like
Anyway.
it was like a 1 second snapback. I'll admit it was
Yeah.
quick, but it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, because he's experienced harder. Anyway, so
I have experienced much harder.
listen to the man who knows.
The turgidity of that statement.
Rigidity.
Yeah, that's called real love. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna say whatever I have to say to that person, the one that's holding on to Wrecked. I'm gonna say it in Wanty language. I'm
Abyssal?
gonna specifically say abyssal, yes, to them. And I'm gonna look at them, narrow my eyes, and say, if you let him go, I won't have to make you my dinner. Now behave, or I'll make an exception out of you.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Hopefully it doesn't fail.
Fine, jeez, whatever.
Interesting.
Yes, queen. I'll take it. Take it. Take it to the bank.
That
Make
is
it
like the
bank.
first net 20
Hey,
she has had in like 5
Responding.
games.
I think the first one ever.
worth it.
Responding with, tell your friends to lay down their arms, and I will consider sparing this one's life.
Yo, guys. This man wants you to lay your arms down for him.
I'll
My
lay
arms
my,
are attached.
I'll lay my arms down in her skull.
He said that he'll let Wrecked go if we put our arms down.
In her skull. To be fair, Wreckage lived through harder things in the past like 2 or 3 days.
Gasping,
Facts.
sucking air sounds.
So does that mean we're not gonna do it?
I guess we
No.
can see. Kadir, what are you going to do?
I'm blasting her shit in.
Okay.
I'm moving over here and I'm targeting her twice with repelling blast.
Jesus, you just wasted my persuasion.
Sorry, she has to die.
Does she?
Okay.
Also, so if I shoot her, I
Shoot
can
her.
force her. Well, we'll see after I do or don't hit. Well,
That'll hit.
25 and
That'll hit a
27. So I'm gonna use repelling blast both times to fire her back 20 feet. Understandably, there is a wall here. I don't care if I have to shoot her into the wall or if she bounces off of it, but I'm firing her 20 feet away from 20 feet away from him if I can.
This in particular thing behind her is actually a display case full of different types of armor. You can shoot her back into it, but she is wrapped around Wrecked. So it will, I feel like, just bring him with her.
Get back. You don't know
Well,
that.
I'm trying to extricate her body from him, so she's gonna be wearing plate mail by the time we're through with her.
Oh my.
It could almost either be like a
Cool.
strength
Let's
save
raise her
contesting
AC.
your attack roll.
You decorate her in plate mail. But
What has a higher AC, the plate mail or her?
The plate mail for sure. Roll me a 2d6, please.
Wee. So this brings us up to 31 damage total. That's that's almost trace type of damage, except it took all of my action to do that.
Wreck-It, as you get battered about with this creature, you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah, beans.
And Wreck-It, you will note, as well as you, Kadir, after striking it twice with the Eldritch Blast, it looking very rough. It barely hanging on at this point, and it not being quite decorated in plate mail, but the plate mail resting on Wreck-It and the creature itself.
I would argue that she is giving him cover from the plate mail, not only because she landed in it first, but also because she's wrapped around him.
Yeah,
That
you can
being
have cover,
said-
but he's still gonna take bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's fine. I just started doing it.
Like, I'll give it to you, but
Yeah, that's my turn.
Wreck-It, I feel like you're really close to dying.
Yeah. What else is new? That's fine.
Wait, is he down or?
No, not yet.
No, he's not down. I like after taking the amount of damage that he had and then that extra 6, I feel like he's just close. But you have rolled really, really good for HP, so bringing you down from like 53, I believe, is your total, is, you know, quite a feat. This one, Onyx, will make its way to you and attempt the same thing, swinging the claws twice and then trying to bite your ankles as you stand upon the table.
Oof.
The first claw attack is a 19, and the second one is a 22.
I guess I'll let it hit, you know.
All right, and the bite is a 20.
Ew.
20 damage?
20 to hit.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
No,
That's fine.
sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. A total of a total with all 3 attacks, a total of 20 damage.
Okay.
Slashing into your calves, you feel your legs get slashed apart pretty good. Just as you were flaying the skin of one, it seems to do slightly the same to you, then biting down into your ankles.
Okay.
Krev.
Figure out here. I'm thinking I need to save my comrade. Shit. I don't think my speed is high enough on that creature though. 1 second. Looking at my options for. Oh, that one would work. Alright. I am going to.
Giant hyena.
I wasn't going to do that one, but if you think.
No, that's meta. I was kidding.
No. Yeah, no. I was going to bonus action turn into a giant elk.
Oh, God.
And...
I'm sorry, Matt, I don't have this prepared.
Let me see if I can link. I don't know if it's gonna let me.
Okay, hold on. I put in elk, and for the free thing, this is the first thing that came up.
Shit.
Like, what the fuck is that?
That is a wolfman. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe just make your character larger. Oh, there, that'll work.
Hey.
It looks like poop.
Does, yeah.
Hey, you can't complain with the free assets, okay? If they give you
Well,
something that
this-
looks like a little
well,
bit of a turd, yeah, it's
They are
okay.
called assets, right?
Damn it!
Uh,
I was waiting for my space to make
Trace,
that joke.
take inspiration.
No.
Assuming I'm coming from here,
My-
I have to.
What is
looks
that?
like it looks like it came out of his
There you
giant
go.
assets.
Is that a fucking moose?
No, it's fine. Oh, poop jokes never get old.
Never.
Alright. Bashing and
Oh
making
my
a ram attack.
gosh.
What
Hail.
the fuck?
And I'm making a ram attack against this thing that is grappling Reckon. And
Man, you're like a giant elk in a china shop.
so I don't know if this rolls separately. Here. So it's got to do that after my attack roll, but hold on. I gotta make the attack roll first. No! Motherfucker. Ah,
The fuck?
God damn it.
It's a moose on the loose with a goose.
I couldn't
So
find
as
a
you
way to get
charge
advantage
forward
because she's
in an
against the
attempt
wall.
to ram the creature,
Ram.
you find yourself getting tangled in the bits of displays as you strike studded armor, chainmail, and a little bit of plate.
Well, at least I'm a distraction now.
Fair.
Yeah, accurate.
Another target.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Trace.
Oh, it's me. Well, I'm going to try to assassinate this guy. Oh, this guy, right next to Ralph.
Alright. I have my faith in you.
All right.
He's-
You get back up on. You get back up on the railing. Another athletics check, please.
I'm good at athletics. Should be okay.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I rolled the one.
Well,
I'm going to use inspiration to reroll now.
Damn, really?
Yep.
that creaky railing was about to bust under his.
Oh my god!
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh, this is the best.
Oh.
Oh,
Does
Kadir.
it have, that was the inspiration?
Yeah, that was his inspiration roll. Recording myself from Tuesday. I love this game.
You are eating floor, my dude.
So, Trace, below you, the banister snaps and you begin to fall.
Okay, I would like to pretend that I did it on purpose, and I would like to fire mid-air on the
Oh my
Yuan two.
god.
All right. Go ahead and make me your attack roll at disadvantage, so just regular.
Yeah, I figured. I'm not going to do sharpshooter. I am going to use a shit charge though of my bow.
Oh, who are you firing at?
Yuan holding it's going to be like a cool shot, right? On this guy
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
it's gonna be dope.
Look. Whoop.
I assume a 23 hits.
Yes, the 23 will hit. And you said that you were using a charge of
Oh,
your bow, or no?
Yeah, I am, but no, minus 10, so it's 25 points of damage.
Dang,
and-
only 25 damage.
And an intellect saving throw. Unless he's dead, of course. That
It's
does not
dead.
matter.
So, as the banister snaps, each of you hear a bit of a pop, and then Trace releases the arrow, falling, and as he does, bringing it into a line of sight as this display has a roof cover. And when it does, releasing the arrow, striking it right in between the eyes, a nearly perfect shot for Trace. Just a little centimeter off of center for what he would like, but then smashing down into the first floor. Trace, you'll take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you find yourself prone and laying down on the floor. Reckon,
Stand
you
up,
are no
please.
longer restrained or grappled.
Yes.
I still have movement left, right?
Yes, just needing to use half of it to get up.
Yeah, I'm going to move behind this and fire my last shot at that guy. I assume he can see me now.
Yeah, just around the pillars and seeing just like this little like shoulder of this Yanti, able to strike it with no issue.
The first time I've done an attack without any modifiers in a long time. There's not going to be a lot of damage.
Let me play you.
13.
Oh no, he's been brought down to our level. Help him.
Oh no, he's normal.
He couldn't hide from
I
gravity.
can win.
The gravity was my downfall.
Oh no! He's
As
starting to get
you
inspiration
fall
back.
into the light, no longer visible, the little bits of lanterns and candles that are in the area no longer making you invisible, but still nonetheless striking this creature. And if that's the end of your turn, we move to Rekid.
Just kind of dust myself off, and in halfling I'll whisper, "Thank you for the assist, my dear friend."
You're welcome. You hear in your mind telepathically.
Do you get it? It's because you're a deer. Well,
You hear
anyway.
a very audible sigh. in your
Rekid
head.
with the dad joke as he moves away to strike the root guard.
Act of opportunity.
Yeah, I second that.
Here comes some spear attack.
Don't use them spearingly.
Wait.
17 hits?
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? Why are you kidding me?
He has a +10?
Is that
Yeah.
the magic spear you gave him?
The
Yeah,
plus
the,
two
the
spear,
magic spear you gave him? Yeah, puts him up there.
Nice, dude!
Yeah, buddy.
Kick an ass! Find an ass and kick it.
Yeah, the attack bonuses on the wild shapes are painful.
Random
Yeah,
ass
they are.
appears.
That +6 compared
Oh!
to your...
A natural 20.
Let's go.
Rekid,
Rickety,
roll the
rickety,
damage.
Ra-pa-pa.
Hey, not like a super hefty crit, but I mean, nonetheless, a fucking nice strike as you bring this one down. With this
Awesome.
being the last one, anything you'd like to add to it?
Yeah, I'm thinking it bursts right from the back and right out the sternum.
Nice.
Onyx, as you kind of like tap dance around some of the attacks coming your way, some being unsuccessful in your efforts, you just see Rekid skew this one and be ready for a shish kebab.
And here I thought I might actually have to save your ass. Looks like you saved your own.
Day's not over yet.
You're not wrong.
Well, with that, we'll bring us out of combat.
I will use a charge of my spear to heal myself.
All right. I would like to. I imagine darkness has got to be close to dropping by now, so I drop darkness.
You were one turn away.
Wow. And 0 feet save. I want to check out her body to see if this is the chiefess.
From a quick look over, this seems to be the individual that you were looking for.
Shall we continue heading downstairs to validate there's no one left?
I want to do a quick search of her body, see if she had
Yes.
any possessions.
Sure, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
With guidance.
Okay.
21.
Other than a scimitar and this leaf-like crown, There does not seem to be much on her possession.
Grab both.
Okay.
And I point to the armor around her, and say, "All right, let's grab some of this stuff as loot and make our way out."
Well, I'm not normally discreet, but I mean, this is a store, right?
Yeah, I mean, as you all take a look around, there is quite a variety of items available. Shields, armor, metal, and also light and medium types, rope, fruit, arrows. There's almost everything that is perhaps not only needed back in Lahles, but quite in abundance.
I'd like to look behind the counter to look for, I don't know, cash register, money box.
Yeah, you
I
find
found
a small lockbox.
I open it.
With it, with the individual having no chance to be able to lock it, with each of your surprise attack jumping down, coming down from the top story, which I must say that I was fully not expecting, so I didn't put in too much effort for the second story, like I said before. But you can open it, no problem, Trace, and you will find there to not be too much coin, but 25 gold, 8 silver, and 23 copper pieces.
I'm going to give it to Kadia. Kadia, human stuff. Here you go.
All right, I will. How much was it? 25 gold. What?
8 silver and 23 copper pieces.
Got it.
And while I'm back there, I'm just going to like scan, see if there's anything special back here. Something that he might have kept like out of eyes reach, whatever you call it. Something special. Maybe he's hitting something up back here.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation. $18.
You're quite certain that there's nothing of major note here. You will see like little bits of supplies, little daggers, some short weapons, short swords, things of that manner in the area, but nothing
Oh.
special.
There's daggers. I would like to pick up 2 daggers.
Yep, no problem.
What armor is here in the? What armor is here in the?
There is 2 sets of plate mail, 3 sets of studded leather, 1 set of chainmail, and 4 sets of this regular leather armor.
How many studded leather?
2, I believe I said. I should really leave the dice down and then leave them in a certain order.
Got it. So I would like to. I would like to toss the. What is it? Do I see like a saddle anywhere around?
Unfortunately, no. One of the very few items that's not in this vicinity.
I would like to rope both of the plate mails together and toss them over Krev's back.
Krev, changing moose to pack mule.
I mean, elks are pretty freaking huge, so I mean.
Yeah, I know.
can
I'm just
carry a
making a
lot.
joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, like an elk is pretty massive.
And I'm gonna look at him and say, "I think this will fund a great many more adventures if you will take this burden, my friend."
I mean, it actually has 19 strength. I mean, it's a giant
Yeah.
elk, so yeah.
I'll add
Well-
the studded leather and the chainmail to the to my inventory.
So, I think there is more of stuff that's not necessarily. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. If like when you look into the DMG, a lot of the things here, to break it down: food, armor, weapons, water, ale, and other types of trade goods in that manner are in quite an abundance here.
Well, I mean, regulars, yeah, so the beer's going to be gone.
I mean,
Yeah,
supplies
well,
for the war.
other
be
than the
honest.
crate destroyed by Rekid, but there seems to be quite a good amount of supplies in the area.
Supplies we could use in Lahles for the war.
And
Yeah.
with that, though, is where we will call tonight's session, being
Great.
just a tad bit over our time and not leaving you on a cliffhanger. More of just a, I guess, slight relaxful moment. If you don't include the fact of that you gave a distraction, so time is running out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
FYI.
Well, I mean, it took an hour to get there. They said it would take an hour to get there. Thank God they actually told us a time frame. So they set.
You're welcome. Allies tell you good information.
So they told us it was an hour out, which means that we still have an hour to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially up to an hour,
Yeah.
I guess.
Depending on what's still here, too.
Yeah, right.
I
But
mean,
the good
needless
news
to
is,
say that this combat was not quiet.
We need to check downstairs, though. Make sure there's nobody.
I mean, a giant snake woman getting blown into an armor cabinet at 20 feet per second. Yeah, that's that's kind of noisy, I imagine. Yeah. But you're right.
The $1 million question: how close are we to level 8? 7?
Well, that
Yeah,
is
whatever
one of
we
the
are.
other reasons I wanted to call the session, so I can give you guys experience.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because, let me add this up real quick.
Just give it a 2,000 bonus for the
But
comedy
what was
tonight.
your last experience update?
Oh gosh.
17? But
I just
probably
have
because
what
I didn't update volume 1.
16,754.
Same.
Yep.
So, I'm sorry, I was still doing math. Your last update was 16,754, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, this experience each of you will earn 1,155 experience after rounding up.
17,909.
I assume that's not enough for level, right?
No.
No.
Yeah,
We're
bringing
like
you all to
about halfway.
17,909.
Not bad. Well, the next level is at like 23,000.
So each of you are less than, what, 6,000 experience for the next level?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About
Well,
5,000.
It's like like 50, 100.
Yeah.
Another queen or two, and we'll be there.
Easy.
Yeah.
Hey, you all are making your way through this. The first, just for like a reference, the first test run that we did of this, the party that we ran with hadn't figured out the information that you guys had, and they were a little bit farther in time. So you guys, whether or not that you feel that you're making right calls, it seems that you guys are finding out quite a bit of information, and then also rolling natural 20s at like really opportune times to roll natural 20s helps a lot. But to say the least, like, I mean, from level expectation that, like we had spoke about earlier, I feel like my expectation actually might be right with you guys.
The what I do want to say is, one, I do think this group is doing a great job, but two, we just went through I don't know what CR level that lady was, but there were more combatants in this battle than us, and I don't think we expended any resources at all.
I spent chi points on the Gong of the Summit Shatter.
I spent my fucking HP.
But you get
Yeah.
those you get those back on a short rest. Everybody
Yeah.
who gets
so
anything
far, you
back.
guys haven't rested yet. So I mean,
Yeah, I used a spell, just the moonbeam.
But- I mean, other than just getting some HP back, like after you probably, have to progress through the night and, whatever kind of entails, because I guess that's a mystery, to a sense. But
Yeah, we're not safe. We're not out of the woods yet,
yeah.
or even into the woods, honestly.
I mean, like you guys had said, you lured them up to the north, and then also, knowing that there's a little bit of individuals still here, caused quite a bit of noise. So
we also don't know if there's someone else, like more than one person that can make them shapeshift.
Oh,
not
we're
for certain,
we're
but
sure.
you definitely scared the fucking little one into submission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all we know, there could be more than one though that can do that.
I mean, all things considered, I feel like this is probably one of the D&D plans that I've seen go through pretty flawlessly so far. So,
Except
here's
for
hoping.
Trace falling on his ass jumping from the second story.
That
He
was
will
pretty great.
That's like the first time he's taken damage, I want to say, in like 5 games. I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
he
also
will
landing
survive.
a killing blow in the process.
Right.
Oh shit! Got him. Ow! But with that, everyone have a good night. I hope each of you had fun tonight and
Good.
enjoyed tonight's story. And we will pick it up hopefully next week.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to join us for games tomorrow night, we're gonna be doing games. Yeah.
Games and stuff. What are we playing?
I think
stuff.
the plan is probably Jackbox. I think we already have like 5 or 6 people.
No, we don't. We have like 4, with including us.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, if anyone else is included, it will definitely be Jackbox though.
Yes.
I was gonna see if you guys wanted to play League of Legends and stuff after doing like what I'm calling session -1, because
-1.
yeah, because instead of session 0, like instead of like explaining things, like we're gonna like hash out some things instead.
Oh,
So-
who's gonna be doing this?
A new Friday group.
Oh, cool.
So should be interesting, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's all going to be obviously done in private, so that way everyone can feel like they can voice their opinion and not be, feeling weird about it by any type of means. But other than that, everyone have a good night. I'm gonna get out of here, go to bed. I have a long day of fucking work tomorrow, so
Same.
Yeah. See you guys. It was
gonna
fun.
go to
See you next
sleep
week.
almost immediately. Bye, everybody.
Have fun.
Bye.
See ya.
Have a good night.